must not draw attention.
How do we plan on doing that, Basim, with a giant jug of explosives?
Success.
What do you mean we're back? Did my feed die? I didn't get any warnings. That might have been on your end. Or maybe other folks can tell me too if they also experienced a drop in services, but that didn't look like it was on my end. Cool. Cool. Hey, buddy. Okay.
Let us get a wider view.
Basically, if you missed anything, it was just the fact that the oh my god, there's so many people here. The fact that the guy had almost caught me on that one way around. He went to go investigate the other dead bodies, so I got to kill the guy in front of the explosives with basically
What
no
do you
issue.
see, Enkidu?
So that one I did actually see. Don't know why my alerts got muted for that one, but I did actually see that was me dropping out of service. So, cool. Let's keep this to ourselves. The explosives are stored in the safe room beneath the fortress just inside the second wall's gate. Seal the door and keep it locked. One careless spark will take us all down.
Perhaps I can put these explosives to good use.
No, you're 100% right. That was me. Virtue Mary, thank you so much for the follow.
It's nothing.
I'll keep a lookout.
I think you're breathing. Hold on.
What see you, my friend?
Fool Nadine. Night after night, the stars are quiet,
Wait, how do I get down there?
screaming from their saddles.
Wait, do I have to get there? Is that how I get down there?
It's still open.
God. Still out of ammo on the friggin' throwing knives. Yeah, we saw how well that worked last time. E. What do I... Like, seriously, how do I throw that crap? Can I really only throw it at my feet? If so, that is wild. Alright. I guess... Wait, what happens if I do... I think it's... this one? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why can I not assassinate him?
Don't worry, we won't let our guard down.
Throwing knives. I have throwing knives, guys. I'm back in friggin' business.
Enough time fleeing me. Now you die.
Pass him. Pass him. Okay.
This is what I need.
Okay. Oh, good. I pulled a coin out of a dead guy's hip. Okay. This game's about to give me an aneurysm.
What do you see?
Hey,
Playing is gonna give me one too. Well,
What is happening over there?
I went into the restricted area. What do you think I am trying to do, my brother in Christ?
They always fall for it.
This is risky. I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, the astrologer. Can we not? Well, that looks like an area for explosives. Ah, it looks like an area for explosives, so hold on here. Hold on. Tighten up them cheeks. Think I've got a plan. No, let's stay crouched. How about that? Where's my... Oh, there you are.
I need your help,
Just
my friend.
real quick. Real quick. Take the tunic by force. Or, hear me out here.
Go, Enkidu. Success. I must not draw attention.
Okay. Don't like the fact that they're moving. working stupendously well, having a pile of dead bodies there. Ah, yes. So glad no one can see me in this.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Sight to the senses, no?
I really wish I knew why my laptop sounded like a turbine when I'm doing nothing strenuous. Actually teaching cybersecurity, that's one of the telltale signs that you actually have malware. Could you not go up the ladder any faster?
I will find you. Not like we'll go to sleep or anything.
Yes, no one will see me here. I love Assassin's Creed. I'm wondering right now. The security says I'm fine, and always does. Oh no, I have no reason to believe you actually have malware. just the first thing that came to mind, and I had to chuckle. Okay, this I can do. This I can do. This I can do. So glad I got $2 from him. Wouldn't put it past me with watching wrestling streams instead of paying like $50.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Show me everything.
let's do another pass. Okay.
Is that my father suffering such torments?
I don't know. Let's find out.
No, this is not my father.
Thank you. I feared it was the end for me.
You can show your gratitude by telling me where I can find Nimlot.
He locked himself in the tower. But to pass through, you will need the key. It is in the captain's pocket.
Of course it is. I think I saw a key indicator. Let me go back up here.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Yeah. So it's right there, actually. Let me do this. Just to make sure I get everybody's facing. This trigger.
Your hour has come.
That's an interesting idea. So if I go here, 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 trigger it. And there. I don't know how this is working.
Those fire foes Wan mentioned, they are.
Nimlot is in the tower, and he alone knows where my father is located.
Oh, thank God it's this tower right here. Jeezums. Okay. Let's go.
Thus, you have come at last.
Where is my father?
Where is my father?
You mocking me?
I could ask the same of you.
Oh
What are
God,
you
did I kill your
blabbering on
daddy or
about?
something?
You think you can use my father as a hostage to save your own life?
That was never the plan.
Then what?
To watch you suffer as I slowly slit the old pig's throat.
Why involve him? Your fight is with me.
Indeed! You truly have no idea, do you? Let me demystify it for you. A father for a father.
Your father?
What was it you called him? Al-Ghul?
Oh. Oh yeah. You guys remember this? I remember this. Whoops.
You are his son.
Was Basim. I was his son.
Killing Al-Ghul was an act of justice.
He was a really screwed up dude, if I
yes.
remember.
The hidden ones and their moral high ground. You believe so fiercely in your spotless justice. But what of his Haq ibn Khalid? You only know him as a memory. And yet here you are, ready to kill anyone standing in your way.
Your father was a monster.
So was yours.
Your kind never pause to consider the consequence of your deeds, do you? You think of justice as an end in itself. Yet justice is consequence.
Where is my father?
As I said, you will kill anyone standing in your way. I stand in your way.
I'm your father. Daddy?
I know exactly what you're thinking. Can you reach me before I reach him?
Yeah.
Of course. If my dagger parts his flesh, even as yours parts mine, for me, it will be worth it.
Speak your final words.
Some months ago, after many years away, I returned home to Baghdad to see my father one last time. But as we were merely starting to rekindle our ties, you stole that from me. My chance to show him I had made something of myself.
Yeah, it sounds like the apple falls directly under the tree.
Father deserved death. You deserve death.
Who are you to decree a man's death, Basim ibn Ishaq?
Your prize. Choke on it. Father. Father. Are you looking for your father, young man? I do not think he is here.
Oh no.
I do not like this place. I must go.
We must help Daddy get his memories back.
You do not smile much, young man. That thing. Where did you get it?
In Samarat.
Why has Samarat changed so much? It is very dark. I do not like it.
What do you remember of Samarat? Of home?
I have lived here all my life.
See, this is like the heartbreaking
But
thing.
now,
man.
the Khalifa says that I must go to another place. No coming back.
And what of your son?
Yes. Basim. That is his name. He is my son.
Is this trauma, old age, or both?
My boy must not suffer for my failure. The journey I must take, the dangers, the shame. He will not taste them. They are mine. Alone. My son, he has a future. I have none.
Your son became a thief, sir.
Why not tell him this?
He is too young. He cannot understand. I must do something.
Zed, what must you do?
See, Basim's actually handling this like
I
super well.
We'll see the sunrise one more time.
God,
Before
it's suspended
I leave
animation for well over
Samarat.
100 years.
There is a tomb out there, like the ones in Al-Aula.
I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about 1,000, but
I never had the chance to witness the monuments of that land. Only what I have read, stories.
My father once read those same stories to me. Do you want to see the sunrise from near the tomb? It will be just like Alola. I can take you there. We will go together.
Good. Good.
see, a part of that just really. Oh, wait, sorry. I'll say something later.
Do you remember your wife?
Wife? I have no wife. Not since Basim's mother.
Tell me about her. Who was she?
I once saw a young woman in the bazaar. Brought here from across the sea. From a land far to the north, they said. Such a delicate beauty. eyes like the bluest sky in winter, and her smile. Bassam inherited my looks, but the way he smiles, that belongs to his mother.
This is really cute.
She left this world too soon, taken by a sickness before she could see more of it.
I just want to say here as well before we continue, Bassam's actually handling this really well. You know, one of the things we understand about folks who are, for whatever reason, you know, just not mentally aware of, you know, where they are or when they are, you know, you don't really, you don't challenge them unless you absolutely have to. Like if you've got somebody who's trying to elope from a care facility because they, you know, they think they're Superman and they have to go run out in the middle of a busy street, then yeah, you stop them from running out into a busy street. But short of that, like you don't really confront, because there's not really a whole lot to be gained from it. That's assuming this is an old age thing. This may be a trauma thing. This may be a lost memories thing, and he can get those memories back. I don't know. But Bassam's handling this super well. You know, you engage with a person in whatever capacity they show you they can be engaged with. And he's still getting a lot of information. Bassam is still able to hear a lot of the stories that he wanted to be able to hear, like the story about his mother. He's not doing it from the perspective of Ishak being like able to recognize him as his son, but he's still like reliving those memories with him and hearing those stories, and that's just as important. And of course, this brings me back to like my own experiences, like a lot of people. My extended family has really only ever consisted of my father's family. My mother's family, they're fun. In my father's family, my father's father passed away first when I was like 13, I want to say. And my father's mother passed when it was November 14th, 2009, 2010. I was just shy of my 16th birthday. It was actually the same weekend I got my first degree black belt. But with her, not with him really at all, but with her towards the end, you know, it was my family and my cousins and my aunts and uncles and I all went to visit her as much as we could. With her towards the end, she did lose her grasp on who anybody was. Credit where credit is due. She swung for the fences. She got it into her head that she actually owned the care facility. Like, she was able to recognize it as a care facility, but she said she owned the care facility, so nobody could tell her what to do. But we had to engage with her, much as, you know, Bassam's trying to engage with Ishak right now. It's just, you know, okay, like my father especially, I feel horrible about this because I was so wrapped up in my own experiences of this when I was a teenager that I never really took the time to check in with him and see how he was doing at the idea of, you know, mentally losing his mother before he physically lost her. To this day, we've never actually spoken about that and what that was like for him. And that is one of my biggest regrets in life, is not being able to support him through that, because having to engage with people, like, you can still engage with them, but it still hurts. So I'm curious to see where this goes.
What was her name?
I cannot recall. It is gone.
That's okay, buddy.
After you left Samara, where did you journey?
I have not left Samara. I am here even now.
Yeah, so he doesn't know where he is.
Though that time draws to an end.
And when he is.
Then, where do you wish to go?
I would dearly love to behold the great mosque of Kurtuba in Al-Andalus. And one day, the ancient marvels of Al-Ulla. They say those wonders are unsurpassed.
My father spoke of Qubbat al-Sakhra, that sacred dome in Al-Quds.
Ah, yes. It would be a sight. Yet for grandeur, surely nothing compares to Al-Ahram, the great pyramids of Masr.
Imagine scaling their heights and gazing out over endless sands.
I did.
Truly, none have dared such a feat.
Of all the cities, Constantinople is the one I feel drawn to most. Though, I cannot understand why.
Yes, home to Hagia Sophia. They say she is the grandest and loveliest of all Kenisa. How I wish I could behold her beauty.
You can too in
But my
Assassin's
time
Creed
is
Revelations.
much too brief.
One day, I shall journey to Constantinople, and you will be with me in my heart.
What is that you say? Your heart?
Ah, it is nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Look, we are nearly at the tomb.
I wish my son could see this.
If he were here, he would say it's a lovely sight.
Basim, the one who smiles. He is a good boy. He will grow into a fine man one day. It is time. I must go. I will not be coming back. Tell my little Basim. Tell him one day, when his time comes, we will be together again. Until then, he has a life to live. Tell him that. If you see him.
I will tell him.
So, you have a smile after all.
To think he's still alive. I was just thinking that. Is that credits? I meant like on the DLC.
Well, did you find him?
A mere echo of the man I once knew. Time has wrought its changes. Yet, my heart remains thankful.
Yeah, you got something out of it.
I do not understand.
I have faced my past, Derwish. Few get that chance. Now, I must look toward the future. Toward the man I am destined to become.
Say goodbye to Ishak. Damn. My missing father. I mean, that is it, right? I have faced my past. What is this? Oh, right. Basm, someone of courage, expose Nimlot's wickedness, and rid us. For this I am eternally grateful. Learning he's trafficking stolen goods was a shock, and I am ashamed of having been taken in. His comforting words, with my possessions restored, I've been able to purchase his estate at a fraction of its worth. Forgive me for enjoying that irony. My boys may soon join me, though widowhood has tested me sorely. I find myself stronger than expected. Your friend Hind. Oh, shit. Damn it. I did not actually mean to hit. Oh, no, stay. Stay. Let's take a look at the map. So, as far as the map is concerned, we actually have a decent portion of this that we haven't uncovered. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to accomplish as much as we can with the rest of our time today. But the next time we resume, we will probably go back to Shadows, because I know there are certain things in Shadows I still haven't done, like the, that glyph door puzzle thing. It's going to be a lot to have to, like, try to change over now, so let's not change this now. Let's see what we can do in here. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to do this. +2, and this goes out as a notice to all of you guys. I will not be doing my usual stream here on the Ones Who Came Before Twitch page on Thursday. I actually have a personal project that day over on my personal Twitch page over at SisterlyThrower. We will be doing the a watch party for the Game Awards. So, I will not be here on Thursday. Yeah, and that's part of the reason too that I'm thinking we just stick with this today. Just keep it simple. Because we already got halfway through the stream time, and it took us halfway through the stream time to be able to do this. So let's just stick with this, and then we'll go from there. I mean, I can see why people liked it. I think it was very sweet. I think the dialogue was well done. I think it was an interesting level in difficulty, especially that last area. I think that was really well done. You know, I know I'm cursing it as as it happens about how many people there are, but that's very realistic for what, you know, an evil lair would be. So, I really liked it. What'd you guys think? Do you guys like this?
Come, please. I have urgent work for you.
How may I serve you?
My son is to be wed.
Surely
does sound so happy.
congratulations are in order.
Alas, your goodwill may prove premature. I pledge the gift to the bride's father, a token of honor for our families. But earlier today, robbers fell upon us and seized the valuables, sharing them among their 3 chiefs.
You would have me recover your son's gift.
Without it, the wedding contract is void. I would bring shame upon myself, and my son's joy would be shattered. The robbers' camp lies in the southern wilderness. If you can, do not draw attention to yourself. A subtle theft would serve us best.
Okay. I mean, Mitchell, my assumption would be that this does really, you know, really tightly go back to what everybody's been talking about for ages now about what Assassin's Creed needs to do, which is return to that sense of what the game was, you know, in the neighborhood of,
This must be their camp. I must try to relieve the 3 chiefs.
and being able to go back to, what the original games were.
This must be their camp. I must try to relieve the 3 chiefs of their treasures with subtle hands.
I mean, you've had historical rounds of complaints, like, forever, along any lines from, you know, oh, this character was wooden, they were, you know, motionless. I don't know, I think this falls under a similar issue that you and I have had before about the games, Mitchell, which is just that gamers are unreasonable. Oh, wait. Shit, was I not supposed to kill anyone? Whatever.
Hold on.
Or am I just not supposed to kill them?
Hey! Hey!
Let us go. I have no time for a coward. Fine. Have any try?
Oh my gosh, that's snakes?
Now I have you. Your end is here.
Steady yourself, Basim. Come on.
What in the World War I is that bullshit?
Stop running, filthy coward! Aha!
The RPG game sold well. I wouldn't say very, very well. I don't think anybody knew what to make of them at first, and I think people were fairly open. And you're right, I do think people got fickle, but I mean, from what I remember anyway, the numbers were, I mean, they were fine. I wouldn't comparison. You might be right, but I'm not sure.
Hey, you worried about those Turkic horse archers the Emir sent after Athol's boys? We could be next.
You got me curious, though. This is kind of interesting. As much as you trust, as much as you can trust somebody on Reddit. Take a look at this. This is somebody, and they were. You guys see, they were very detailed in how exactly they calculated this. Unit industry. Unit sales. Market. Excuse me. Market revenue. So, Mitchell, it seems like you're kind of right, and then you're not. Seems like you're kind of right. If you go by the numbers here, let's if I can do this, yeah. So this is just taking the original like 3. So AC1, AC2, and Brotherhood. What they cost adjusted for 2022 prices. So these actually technically cost more, assuming by way of things like inflation. Estimated units sold. Origins and Odyssey actually sold on par, and even, I guess, a little bit better than 1, 2, and Brotherhood. Until you get to Valhalla, Mirage, and Shadows. This is really interesting to me. I feel like this should be higher. But and these are just like estimates of units sold, but what are you talking about, buddy? Oh, you're talking about the difference here? 10 million units sold, 40 million players. My assumption would be multiple people on multiple profiles using the same copy. Because I know Xbox is really good about letting you do that. I thought PlayStation let you do that too. I mean, especially if it's physical, obviously, but I think even digital, you can do that. Usernames. I mean, unless there's a that also implies that every unit sold is being used by an average of 4 people. And I get why you're confused, because I'm a little bit skeptical of that too, but yeah. So this is the this is actually the website where the Redditors said they got their information from. Don't know if you can trust Facebook. is kind of useless. Yeah, I don't know. If we go back to this. Yeah, I was gonna say, let me zoom in here for you guys too. Can I? There we go. Just to clarify something, you assume AC Valhalla only sold around 5 million compared to AC2, which sold more. Or AC Valhalla was in the top 20 best-selling games of 2020. Well, in 2009, AC2 didn't make the cut. A clarification needed to help clarify. You assume AC Valhalla only sold around 5 million compared to AC2, which sold more. No assumption on my part. The number of units sold is consistently 25% of the overall player base data based on the data from Origins and Odyssey. What? So you're saying he generated the number of units sold based on a 25% calculation of but see, that doesn't even fit here because Shadows, this is 50%. It works through here, but it falls apart here. I don't... Revenue-wise, because it boasted loads of pay DLC, which the older games, in your case AC2, didn't have. That's why, whereas based on units instead of revenue, since microtransactions forced on players not constitute overall interest and fan base. If AC2 had the same extra content and microtransactions, I assume it would outperform Valhalla. Considering COVID saw huge video game spending, I think your assumptions regarding data is a bit faulty. Consider this, people didn't like Odyssey and thus did not want Valhalla. So the small player base that actually did buy the game for social distancing at home full time. Why did TikTok just... I have no idea what's wrong with my stream today. It's a small player base that actually did buy the game for social distancing at home full time. They purchased all the DLC. Includes Dawn of Ragnarok, Starter Pack, Siege of Paris, Wrath of the Druids. Additional $120 revenue per copy sold, not by new gamers, but by board players. Sorry, I'm just trying to quickly read through here. see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything real definitive here. So I don't know where AI Overview is pulling this from, but AI says 5 million by July 2025. So 5 million. Okay, so this is actually... That's sure I almost want to say Ubisoft tweeted that. Okay. This is actually interesting. Again, it's AI Overview, so it's not gospel, but these can differ wildly due to free-to-play / subscription models. So you got to think about things like Ubisoft Plus and how much is that screwing with things, because that's not a unit sold, but that is another player. Account sharing, which I talked about, refunds, or single player game completion, making sales a more reliable financial indicator for premium titles. I think Ubisoft Plus is an inherent part of... I mean, if you think about it, it starts to be not really that crazy of a number, because you're talking about if you're talking about this many units, even if half the people are on Ubisoft Plus, is that really that crazy? Because Ubisoft Plus, I thought, was inherently a part of PlayStation Plus. I thought it was. Let's see if we can get a list of what is actually included. You can get all the way up to Valhalla. This is nice that they have it listed out. So not 1, 2, Brotherhood Revelations, 3, 4, Unity, Rogue, Syndicate, Chronicles, which nobody cares about. Yeah, Syndicate Origins Odyssey Valhalla. I do guess the AC Valhalla and stuff makes sense with Game Pass and all that. I don't know if I'd go so far as 75%. Yeah, I don't know. Like some of the folks in Reddit were saying, I think some of the math is a little screwy here. But I can't believe it was a full 3 years. Like, I get that, but I can't believe it was a full 3 years between Valhalla and Mirage. Crazy. Oh, while we're looking stuff up. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but there's a, nope. They actually finally gave it a name. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Actually, no, that's an excellent question. For right now, I have no reason to believe anything other than that being just semantics, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. This is actually an interesting question too. I don't know if we've gotten any clarity on this, but does this mean Freedom Cry is being remade too? I played through Freedom Cry. It was actually kind of fun. Definitely on the short side. I think I beat it in a single afternoon. You're terrified they're going to try to retcon things. You're terrified of them trying to retcon things in a game that you haven't even played. March 23rd, 2026. Perhaps we'll hear more at the Game Awards. I'm absolutely going to be streaming the shit out of this game. Eh. Yeah, Mitchell actually does bring up a good point. I do just want to remind everybody that I am actually expecting the arrival of my son. Beginning of February. So the short version is, and the way I've got this like worked out in my head. For a couple of reasons. Ones that I don't really tend to talk about just because it's personal business. But for a couple of reasons, the streams have actually gotten to the point where they don't make up by no means is it a huge portion of my income as an adult. But through a couple of different sources, there is enough income warranted that I, at this time, do not believe the streams will be permanently gone by the time my son arrives. In the immediacy, in the immediate future after he is born, are the streams going to get kind of wonky? Absolutely they are. Absolutely they are. What I'm potentially leaning towards is actually having a discussion with my wife about flipping things such that I actually stream like immediately when I get off of work. That is on the table. The other thing that's on the table as well is to actually take the content in a slightly different direction. There's a possibility being just tossed around in my head that, especially until he'll still stream here. Yes. More so move it to personal since it would be more chaotic and sporadic. No. No, the Assassin's Creed content will always be here. If it's going to be streamed out, it's going to be here. And what I was leading up to, there's a possibility being tossed around that especially in the first couple of months after he is born, until he gets to the point where he's actually like sleeping through like serious stretches of time, what may happen is I may actually convert from live streaming to doing recorded episodes. So if I can get into a good rhythm with recorded episodes, it is a tempting idea because I can say, my wife's got the baby for an hour. Let me record for 30 minutes. Not long enough to be a stream, but I get enough like tiny recordings together. I can put them into full episodes for you guys, and I could get them to YouTube. But you need to soundproof more. Potentially. Once he's here, the streams may turn into ASMR. I don't know. Like I said, there is a discussion that I do want to have with my wife about potentially flipping it such that, as soon as I get home, and being better about getting home from work earlier because work is chaos right now, and I'm usually not getting home until 7 o'clock, 7:30 every night. Still Tuesday, Thursday. Again, once he's sleeping through the night, yes, that's the idea. Once, or in the immediacy after, I'll get as close as I can. I will tell you, there is probably going to be like a solid month right after he is born where there will not be any streams of any kind. Out of respect for my wife and I, and trying to adapt to this new phase of life, I will probably be taking a full month off, at the very least. Coming home from work, I figure that was a change that would be happening like soon. Oh, to be determined. To be determined. Yeah, I can't give this up. There is pretty much no other part of my life, like under like hobbies. There is no other part of my life that I'm not willing to give up, especially if it means being able to, you know, be present, be an active father. Like, this is the one thing I can't give up, both from a financial perspective, because my wife and I will be moving to a single income family. We will be becoming a single income family. I don't know if y'all check this out, and I don't know if my European friends can comment on this at all, but have y'all seen the price of daycare? Holy shit. Holy shit. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I mean, financially, just, you know, transitioning to a single income household, I can't give this up. Don't want to give this up. Can't give it up. Pretty much everything else I'm willing to give up. You know, there are other things I'd like to do as hobbies. I leave them, whatever. I will never be able to give this up. So, like I said, for there is definitely a potential future here where live streaming does take a backseat in favor of recorded episodes. And I know that's an entirely different format for you guys, and I don't know if anybody would even have, you know, any interest in that. But for, you know, just to be clear, that would be like I record as necessary to get, like, I don't know, 2 hours worth of footage. I don't cut that in 2 hours. I cut it in I forget what the analytics said. I think it was either 20 or 25-minute episodes. Chop it up into 20, 25-minute episodes, and then schedule those episodes out. And like I said, that would be over on the Ones Who Came Before YouTube page. So, yes, with a due date in early February, we are still a ways away from this, but can't imagine that that's what the algorithm likes these days. To 30, 12 to 18, 20 to 30. These are kind of old though. Oh, here we go. March 10, 2025, midnight 10 to 20. Damn, this is 11 years ago. This is 11 years ago. Holy crap. This was 2025. Let's see what this says. You know, the Pokemon content I watch say the algorithm hates Let's Plays nowadays. Yeah, it does. Because there's way too damn many of them. And I legally upload my Let's Play videos to YouTube. I will never stop making content. The content may have to change forms based on things like being a present and active father, but yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So I guess out of respect for Mitchell's obsession with always being clear with my wording, I will play the shit out of Assassin's Creed for Black Flag Precinct when it releases, but for now, I gotta go to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. We finished here in Assassin's Creed Mirage. We didn't do a damn thing. We didn't even do the one tail or side quest here, but that's okay. Like I said, Thursday, we're going to be doing the Game Awards watch party over at twitch.tv/SisterlyThrower. There will be a return to Assassin's Creed Shadows 1 week from today. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out the ones who came before on pretty much every social media network that's ever existed. Until next time. Thanks, everybody.
which feels real